morning, everyone. Welcome. Today is a very special day at our house. We are going to be celebrating our 36th year wedding anniversary. It is so hard to believe it's been 36 years. Time has just flown by, but we are going to be just having a fun day, sort of like what we had the other day when we went to a town and explored and checked out some different things. That's what we're going to do today. That's what we like to do. And it's the middle of winter up here in northern Michigan. It's very cold. Today we actually have a winter advisory. We're supposed to get some more snow. And so there's not a whole lot to do right now. We like to do outdoorsy things. Ed needs to go down to Bay City for something that he has to take care of. So I thought, let's go do that today and we'll go find a nice restaurant to eat at down there and just do whatever we feel like doing while we're down there. Bay City is a big city. There's a lot of different things to do, a lot of restaurants. We wanted to go to this Brazilian restaurant where you eat like all the meats, unlimited amounts of meats, but I noticed online that they're permanently closed. So I was really sad about that. But I found another restaurant. So that's our plan for today. We're going to go and explore, and we're going to be taking you along with us on our anniversary just to show you our meals throughout the day, any activities, any fun stuff that we find to do. I know that on the way down, there is a sporting goods store that we are going to be stopping at and dropping Ed's bow, his crossbow, off to be repaired. So we're going to do that. And then we're just going to go on down and just see what there is to see. We plan on having our first meal today at home. Ed has physical therapy, so he'll be doing that first. And then when he comes back, we'll be making some food to eat for our first meal. And then we'll get on the road. It's an 1.5-hour drive to Bay City from where we are. So it's going to be a little bit of a road trip, and we don't want to really be hungry while we're driving. So we're going to eat first. Right now I'm having some coffee. This is my second cup of coffee. I just put heavy cream in my coffee in the mornings, and that's all I've had so far. It's like 8:00 a.m. It's so funny because I always set our coffee the night before to be ready when we get up, usually around 6 a.m. This morning, I get up, I hear the coffee maker, so I get up, I don't even look at the clock, and come in and sit down and wait for it to brew. And then Ed comes in and he says, it's only 5 something in the morning. And I'm like, what? He said, it's not even 6 o'clock. The coffee was brewing, so I thought it was 6 o'clock. So I must have accidentally hit the backward button to bring it back to 5 o'clock. It must have brewed at 5 o'clock. So we've been up since a little after 5 a.m. this morning. I want to talk to you really quick about a challenge that I am doing over on Patreon for the month of February. I've had people ask, why do we have the challenges on Patreon and not just on YouTube? I show a little bit of stuff on YouTube, but to get the optimal amount of information, it is best to go to Patreon and join the $10 tier. It's $10 a month. You can cancel anytime. The reason why I have my challenges over on Patreon now is because, number one, you get some really good group coaching while you are doing the challenge. It's not just a challenge. You actually get some coaching advice, encouragement. And then also, every couple of weeks, we do a group Zoom call, which is so much fun. All of us ladies get together and talk on Zoom. We have really formed some great friendships over there. I feel like a lot of them are just my friends and we're just hanging out. It's really, really great group of ladies. Also, you get to engage in the chat over there on Patreon with all of us. You get to upload your photos of your food if you want to for accountability. You can tell us about your exercise that you're doing. You can tell us about your struggles that you're having. You can also personally message me and get your messages answered. I really think personally that you get a lot for $10 a month over there in the Patreon group. So that is why I'm doing the challenge over there. We are going to be doing a wellness challenge. We're not going to be focusing on weight loss. It will be part of the wellness circle that I've been talking about, but we're going to be focusing on fueling our bodies with clean, nutritious foods. We're going to be prioritizing sleep. I'm going to be challenging you to do 30 minutes of exercise every day at your own personal level, whatever kind of exercise you want to do. There'll be some encouragement and everybody just cheers everybody on. It's a really great interactive way to do challenges. That's what's going on today. As soon as we have our anniversary breakfast this morning, I'll let you know what we're having. I will see you then. Okay, so as promised, I am going to show you how I make my Keto Chow ice cream. This portion of the video is just going to show you how I make the ice cream mix to put into the freezer. If you have a Ninja Creami, you have to make your little ice cream mixture first, put it in the freezer for at least 24 hours, and then you will make your frozen Creami in the Creami machine. I do have some Keto Chow in the freezer that I'll show you how I mix that up later. So I have my Keto Chow chocolate peanut butter and my Keto Chow raspberry cheesecake. These are both delicious for ice cream. So this is about 1.5 cups of water. There is a fill line right here that you do not want to go past. So by the time I put a scoop of the Keto Chow in there and my heavy cream, it comes up to the line. I'm gonna make one of each. I'm gonna put 1 scoop of this chocolate peanut butter in there and see how that brings it up. So you got to be careful and not put too much water. You don't want it to be above the fill line when you are all done putting your ingredients in. All right, so this is the raspberry cheesecake. I'm gonna fill it up the rest of the way to the line. It probably equals out to about 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Maybe not even quite that much. And then I take this little whisk that I have. It's just a little power whisk, and I just mix it until the powder is dissolved. You can mix these by hand. I have done that before. And the clumps that are left in there kind of get mixed in when the Creami does its thing, when you put it in the Creami. So it's okay if there's a few little clumps in there. They will dissolve. And that is it. I just put the lid on and put these in the freezer. And you want to let them freeze for at least 24 hours. You want to also make sure that they are on a flat surface in the freezer so that they freeze flat. I'm gonna pull one out right now and show you how they freeze. This is a vanilla Keto Chow that I had made and frozen, same way as I made these. So when they freeze, they expand. So you can see there, it went above the line a little bit. So you just gotta be careful of that. And they always freeze with a hump in the middle. I don't know why it does that, but always that happens, and it's fine. So when it comes time to make this, I'll show you how I do that later on. We'll probably make this for dessert later tonight when we come back from dinner. But yeah, hang on for that. It comes out super creamy. I'll be back later. All right, for breakfast, I made a double baked French egg. I actually made 3 of these. Ed's having 2. I'm having 1. There's 2 eggs in here with some cheese on top. And then I have bacon from a restaurant we went to the other night where it's home smoked. Very good, nice, thick bacon. Do that in the air fryer. And this is the first meal. We're going for a walk, probably about a 15-minute walk or so, just to get some little exercise after breakfast, getting ready for this challenge that we're going to be doing over in Patreon. And we're going to be leaving the house in about an hour to get down to Bay City and do all our little errands and then go have a nice dinner for our anniversary. So I'll be checking in. Here comes my Sapphira. Gave her a little haircut yesterday, actually a pretty big haircut. She is a Wheaten Terrier, doesn't shed at all, but her hair just grows and grows and grows. So yesterday I filled half of a paper shopping bag of hair from her because it was just getting out of hand. It was really long. So all right, she knows we gotta stop here and check mail. I forgot to tell you all, one of my recent videos I showed a tree. It's back over there so I can't show you, but there was a tree that was over the road and looked like it could fall at any time. Well, they cut it down the other day. It's all taken care of. We don't have to worry driving under the thing that a wind's gonna knock it over on somebody. So just thought I would throw that in. All right, so we got our Tim Hortons coffee and are gonna run around run some errands, and then we're gonna find a restaurant for our anniversary dinner. And at that time, I'll be back to show you what we're gonna have.
36 years.
36 years, careful. 36 years. We've been driving, talking about memories,
Reminiscing.
about all of our wedding and all of that. So
We're gonna go home and watch an old VCR tape of our wedding if we can get our VCR player to work.
yep. I tried to hook it up today and I couldn't get it to work, so I think he can do it. But we're gonna watch our wedding video tonight. That's the plan. All right, see you soon. All right, this is where we're eating. Gatsby's Seafood Steakhouse. Debating on ribeye or Texas flat iron. Cajun rubbed 8-ounce choice flat iron steak heaped with grilled onions. This is sounding really good. You could do the Big Apple and add shrimp if you wanted to. Fireplace. For appetizer, we got some naked smoked wings here, and buffalo sauce, ranch, and then what is that?
Crab stuffed shrimp.
Crab stuffed shrimp. All right, dinner was amazing. Really, really good. We really enjoyed ourselves.
Jazz music they were playing.
It was really nice. Really
It's
nice.
like a Prohibition style, you know, Al Capone kind of theme to it.
1988
88,
or
1888, whatever it was.
well, yeah, 1829 or something like that.
Whatever it was.
Anyways, it was kind of based on that time era. So I'll put pictures of our food here. We both had the same exact thing. We told the waitress we have been married 36 years and
We are the same.
we ordered the same thing exactly to the T, even to our all the way down to our dressing on our salad. So
We did get different appetizers, but that was
oh yeah, we wanted to enjoy a couple of appetizers. We told the waitress, you know, this is our anniversary, we're gonna go big. So we got 2 appetizers, which is something that we normally don't do. And I got the naked smoked wings, which were really good. And Ed got those crab stuffed shrimp or shrimp stuffed crab.
Yeah.
One of
crab
those.
stuffed shrimp.
So Ed is a bad influence on me. He's a bad influence.
Wow.
We already had a Tim Hortons
It is our anniversary after all. What, you know,
a couple hours ago. Let's see. It's 5 o'clock, and at about 1 o'clock we had a Tim Hortons, and after dinner he's like, I kind of feel like another Tim Hortons. So
Well,
another one.
we don't get by the Tim Hortons very often anymore.
Right,
so
and we really like it.
we
So
gotta take advantage.
we did. We're having 2. So we're gonna head back home. We have quite the drive. We're gonna enjoy the drive home. We've had a lot of conversation today, just reminiscing and having some
Fun day.
fun. And yeah, so we're gonna get back home and I'll show you how I mix up that vanilla keto chow, and that's how I'll wrap up the video. So I'll see you then. All right, we are back, and I'm gonna show you how to make creamy ice cream from Keto Chow. I decided to make some of the raspberry cheesecake. This is not the one I made today. This is one that was already in the freezer. They have to freeze for at least 24 hours. So as I said, they all hump up like that in the middle. It's just normal. This is my Ninja Creami here. I got this one at Sam's Club probably about a year ago. And it's kind of dark in here, so I always have a hard time finagling this thing on here. All right, you just lock it in place. This is the trick, because I've had a couple people say that they've made this before and it ended up being clumpy and like ice crystal-y. Well, you have to, the way I figured it out is you have to turn it on. You have to put it on the light ice cream setting, let it run through the cycle, and after it stops, you have to release this and take it down because you can't keep going. Then start it all over again and do the light ice cream the second time. So you have to do it 2 times in order for it to be creamy. All right. This is going to be loud, so I'm going to go ahead and start it up, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like and do it a second time. Sorry, it's a little dark in here, but it's dark outside. All right, you're gonna release this. I'm gonna go ahead and open this and show you what it looks like the first time around. So it looks powdery, and if you touch it, it's powdery, all right? So this is why you have to do it 2 times. You can add some cream to this or some liquid to this, but I don't ever do that and it turns out fine. So I'm just gonna put it back in and get it back on here and do the light ice cream setting again. All right, so look at that. This little blade comes out, so you can wash that. And then you can just pop out your ice cream and scoop it up. Take what you want out. You can put this back in the freezer and just take it out and remix it back in the Creami when you're ready to have it again. So that is our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with us on our anniversary. We're gonna go ahead and have some ice cream and relax for the rest of the evening. I will see you next time. God bless.